Welcome to the Total Wireless store, where total confidence awaits.
I need a smartphone with an awesome camera. Got anything to fit a new dad's budget?
Don't worry, you got this with Total Wireless. And now you can get $50 off on select phones $99 and up.
My relatives won't miss a thing.
Now you can focus on the important stuff, like diaper duty.
Discover the Total Wireless stores and get total confidence. The latest phones, the best network, all at great prices. Now open in New York.
Limited time offer in 6/30/18. Available while supplies last. Porting required for a non-track phone brand. Offer only available at Total Wireless stores. Visit store for details.
This is No BS Job Search Advice Radio, episode 1161. I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, and welcome. Let's see now, what's this day referred to? It's Wednesday, and thus it is Hump Day. Hump Day! And I'll just say that today's show is about one of those questions that you get asked way too often. How much are you looking for anyway? And it's done early in the interview where you know nothing, but this is where the negotiating is starting. It's not when you get the offer, it's when they start asking about whether you're willing to be flexible and a whole host of other things. So hope you find this helpful. Please give it a great review in Apple Podcasts. Share it, please. Let people know that this show is good. It does help other people if you write a review, and I'd really appreciate it. I really would appreciate it. And remember, Lunch with Jeff, $175 for 45 minutes, 12:30 Eastern Time, done over Zoom. Ask me lots of questions about your search. Get advice about job hunting, how to handle situations, 45 minutes. And if you look at how much I actually charge for an hour of my time, having lunch with you, I'm offering time at a discount Monday through Friday, not Tuesday for now. That'll become available later in the year. But for now, Monday through Friday, but not Tuesday. So with that, let us get going.
And I want to prepare you for one of those tough interview questions that people are asked all the time. Ready? So, how much are you looking for? Now, if you try and answer this question for them without any thought in advance, you're shooting yourself in the foot. Because, the tendency people are going to have is to shoot too high or shoot too low. That's just human nature. Suddenly, the perspiration starts falling on your forehead, and they're looking for it. And, it kind of reminds me of the first time I ate Szechuan food when I was 20 years old. And in case you haven't noticed, I'm not 20 anymore. And there were people in a restaurant in New York at 2 o'clock in the morning when I was in there who were listening to what the non-Asian people were ordering and gambling as to how long it would take to break a sweat. So the HR person or the hiring manager who's asking this question is looking to see how much you sweat when you answer, because they know the right answer because that's what they have in their budget, and you don't. So it's one of those unfair questions. So here's what I want you to do is, before you go to an interview, you have to have done some research as to what the market value is for what you do. Recognize a lot of what's published online is way out of line. It's for the perfect individual. The one who works for the prestige firm in your market area, or it's for an urban area and you're in Sioux City, Iowa, and there's no way they're going to pay you the same amount of money as to what they're paying to someone in the Bay Area, for example. So recognize these pay differences, but still do some homework, and you'll start to notice some patterns in the advertising that you research at some of the online sites for salary that you may notice online, and what you hear from friends. So number one, do your homework. Number two is, identify a bottom number, what I call the rock bottom base salary, exclusive of bonus, that you'd find acceptable to join the staff of a firm. Then go up from there and start looking at a minimally acceptable number in your market area for the work that you do. And then the one that would really make you happy. So 3 different sets of numbers. One that would really make you happy is the top one. The bottom one is what I call the rock bottom base salary, exclusive of bonus, that you'd find acceptable to join the staff of a firm. and still pay your bills. And there's a middle number that's a minimally acceptable number in your market area. So the first thing you now do, or the next thing you do, is you throw out that bottom number, the rock bottom base salary. Get rid of it. And keep that in your hip pocket in case you need it. But for the purposes of this conversation, when they're asking how much do you want, you offer the middle number and you offer the top number. And just be quiet at that point. The game plan is you listen to them. Well, that seems like a lot. Could you be a little flexible? I said, it depends upon what I hear from here. Obviously, if it's a job that doesn't suit my needs, I'm not going to be flexible at all, and you're not going to want to hire me because I'm not going to be happy. But at the end of the day, I can start by saying, yeah, I could be a little flexible, but I don't want you to think I can go $50,000 less, right? And just leave it at that. Don't negotiate against yourself in the room. Just say, let's work with this range for now. So that's today's show. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, here are a few ways to engage with me. First of all, I just want to start by saying that I no longer do recruiting. I coach people to perform at a high level. So again, I no longer do recruiting. But if you visit my website, which is thebiggamehunter.us, and look at the tabs on the top, you'll see a menu of choices available to you. First of all, you can hire me to do a resume and or LinkedIn profile critique, interview preparation, help you with a salary negotiation, answer your questions about your job search, advise you about a decision you have to make about a job offer. Those are all there as an option. I can do a job search makeover with you, where we critique everything you've been doing in your search up until that point and come up with alternatives. If you're relatively early in your search, we can do a complete coaching program where I work with you from beginning to end in half-hour increments so it doesn't have to take a lot of time for each session. You can also connect with me on LinkedIn at linkedin.com/IN/the-big-game-hunter. Mention that you listen to the show because I love hearing from folks who like it and are interested in my help. Again, linkedin.com/IN/the-big-game-hunter. You can take my classes on Skillshare too and become a premium member for 99 cents for the first few months. I have a link in the show notes. Just follow that link, sign up, take my classes. Lastly, I want to mention to you, you can find a lot of information at thebiggamehunter.us, and at times it may seem like it's too much. So you can look at the best of my material at jobsearchcoachinghq.com, where I've curated information that you can watch, listen to, or read to help you find work more quickly. Again, that's jobsearchcoachinghq.com. I'll be back tomorrow with more, and in the meantime, I hope you have a great day. Take care.